Let's rock and roll, baby. So the Broncos are on a bye week, but arguably, they're the best team in the NFL. I give a pause because there's a lot of people who say they're not the best team, they're overrated, blah, blah, blah. They are technically the best team in the NFL. They are. Like, they are putting up the craziest, they're winning. That's all that matters. So we had Terrell Davis because they don't really have like an RB1. J.K. Dobbins is out for the year, so we're going to have to yeet him out of existence. And R.J. Harvey really hasn't put up crazy numbers. So I thought, let's add an actual RB1, one of my favorite running backs of all time, Terrell Davis. Sadly, who could not play for as long as he probably would want to play for. He only played for a total of 6 seasons because, life. So let's go ahead then and take a look at this defense. Because, yes, they have one of the best defenses in the league. They're an absolute monster. Is Stephon Gilmore even on their team? I feel like he's not. We're just going to yeet him into existence, too. Because I don't know why, but he feels like he's not on their team. All right, so let's go here. Now, I had to force advance all the way up to week 13 because, obviously, as always, I'm playing offline franchise mode for this, so you can't, unless you do online franchise mode, but then you can't change stuff. Listen, you gotta yeet all the way up to week 13, okay? Let's go right into this. So keep in mind, Terrell Davis' stats will be 0 until now, and then from week 13 to week 18 is when he can accumulate stats. So, for example, he only has 5 weeks to put up good stats. Okay, so they just beat the Raiders 52-7. What? Bo Nix 234, nice. 4 tutties. Terrell Davis put up 96 yards and a touchdown in that game. Nice. I don't know what to say about that. Bro, they absolutely killed the Raiders. I love it. All right, so now they're 11-3. It's nice to not have to worry about a team not making the playoffs when they're already such a good team, like record-wise. It's pretty nice. See? Okay, they lost to the Chiefs. Wow, you suck now. Now you're awful. 13-4. They get the first round bye. They get to just chill, relax, and enjoy themselves. And Terrell Davis in 5-6 games put up 597 yards and 5 tutties. Not bad. Pretty decent, coming to existence moment. 21 sacks for Zach Allen. Like, I know Myles Garrett's probably going to break that record this year, but I don't think... How many sacks does Zach Allen have in real life? There is no way my man has that many. Hold up. Zach Allen in real life. He has 6. Okay. He had 6. Feel like that should be a meme. How many you have? How many you want? 21. How many you have? 6. It's a SpongeBob reference. All right. They get a first round bye because they were number 1 seed. Then they play the Colts, who just recently lost to the Chiefs. That's why the Colts 10-7. And they beat the 10-7 Colts. So now we're looking at a 71 yards. I don't know why Anthony Richardson's starting, but whatever. 71 yards on the ground for Terrell Davis. Not bad. Next, we have the Ravens in the AFC Championship game. And most sims here will probably have the Broncos in the Super Bowl. Not this sim. For some reason, they lost to the Ravens. So, shout out to that. Eat your heart out, Martha Stewart. 91 yards on the ground. All right, that sucked. Let's try this again. Let's, this time, not fluff this up, okay? You get the number 1 seed. You're supposed to go to the Super Bowl. It's kind of just how it's been in history. There are times where that doesn't happen. And those times are what we call misconceptions. This time they beat the Commanders. Nice. Second game, they lose to the Raiders. First time they beat them 52-7. Second time they lose to them. Bro, what's going on here? They beat the Packers. Okay. Shout out to Tom Grassi. They lose to the Jags. Okay, they're just inconsistent, bro. This team is just very inconsistent. They beat the Chiefs. And let me guess, they lose to the Chargers? No, they beat the Chargers. Oh, wow. Okay. That was actually nice. That was very surprising at the end there. Also, if you're wondering about receiving, Terrell Davis for some reason also does have 61 yards. I don't know why he's like not really that much of a receiving threat, but yeah. I mean, he wasn't really in the NFL, but still. You think nowadays, like receivers, I mean, running backs kind of just have to become receivers, I feel like. Because you have like the weapon out of the backfield. So we won, lost, won. Which would mean that this game against the Chiefs would, in theory, be a loss. In theory. Which it wasn't. There you go. 155 yards and 2 tutties for the Georgia product. Freaking love Terrell Davis. Divisional round again against the Ravens this time. They lost again. Why they keep losing to the Ravens? Oh, Derrick Henry, 128 yards. That's why. That would make a lot of sense. When Lamar Jackson almost has more rushing yards than you as a running back, it's time to retire, bro. Although Lamar Jackson is the best running back in the league. Haha. Still funny. All right, come on. You already know the drill. Take 75,000. Beat the Commanders. I mean, every single time I think they're going to make the playoffs, let's be honest. Lose to the Raiders. I still don't get how that works. You beat the Packers. Let me guess, you lose to the Jags. You're going to lose to the Jags because you beat the Packers. Oh. You're going to lose to the Chiefs. Oh. You're going to lose to the Chargers. Hey. 13-4 first round. 739 yards and 9 touchdowns. It's probably the best we've seen him so far. Third-ranked offense. They are number 1 seed, so they get that first round bye. Kind of chillax for a second. And let's see. Chargers 10-7. Come on, baby. They lose. Oh. Can we please stop losing? I just want to see this team win a Super Bowl. Like, right now, if there's any team in Madden 26 that can really sim well to a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl, it's the Denver Broncos. They are one of the teams that very much so can get the job done. And the fact that they consistently in this sim so far has not gotten the job done is very frustrating because I've seen so many sims throughout my years of playing this game. And yes, I say years as in this is only a year. Where they go to the Super Bowl. But for some reason, in this video, they keep losing. And they lost in the AFC Championship game again to the Ravens. You get the first round bye, Broncos. And you lose to the Ravens again. Now, the Ravens Super Bowl year, fun fact, they actually, Broncos lost to them in the divisional round. So, yeah. Eat your heart out, Martha Stewart. Why do I keep saying that, bro? I saw that somewhere, and it's been in my head ever since. Ever since, it's been in my head. Okay? Every other freaking... They lose in the championship again. This time to the Bills. Oh, man, I hate this team now. You know, I've realized with the series I do is that I'm starting to hate these teams. I have no ill will toward the Broncos in any way possible. But, like, my soul is just instantly having ill will because we keep doing the same old thing over and over and over again. And it actually frustrates the living heck out of me. All right. How were the Rams killing the Bucks? In real life, that is. Wow. And now Baker Mayfield is hurt. And the Broncos were 5th seed in the loss in the first round of the playoffs. Yeah, let's go. How is Baker Mayfield hurt? I didn't know Baker Mayfield could get hurt. I thought Baker Mayfield was like a bionic. You know, like a bionics guy. Like, he just couldn't get hurt. He just survived anything. Like, if there was like a nuclear, nuclear blast, Baker Mayfield would just sit there with his shirt off and be like, yeah, just a Tuesday morning for me. I didn't know he could get hurt. That's very concerning, man. Nobody told me that Baker Mayfield could just get hurt. They lost in the first round of the playoffs. This time they didn't even bother going anywhere farther. They decided the first round was the good time to lose. We're doing one more sim. We're doing one more sim, man. One more sim. This is just frustrating. Absolutely frustrating. One more time. Don't fluff me. Don't fluff me here. Don't fluff me here. Come on. I got bad faith. They made it to the Super Bowl. And this time they beat the Ravens. All right. 49ers. That's going to be a tough game. You know, it is what it is. It's never easy. They win. Fluff your tough game. Fluff your tough game. I never had any doubt. Holy! 244 yards and 3 tutties in the wild card game for Terrell Davis. Okay. 199 yards and 2 tutties in the divisional game for Terrell Davis. Against the Ravens. 80 yards and 2 tutties versus the Ravens. Against the Broncos. 100 yards. That was kind of lackluster. I kind of expected it to be a little bit more than that, but okay. Like at least some touchdowns. Guys, we won a Super Bowl. I am so beyond happy. Peace out.